Today I'm going to give evaluation for Git learner1. Here is my badge. The first criteria is to install Git to your computer. I have already installed Git. To check, I am going to use the terminal to check the version of Git using git version command. So Git is already installed on this computer. My next criteria is to create a local repository. For this, I go to a directory. I go to the codex practice and I go to the Odin project. Here I create a directory projects. So C projects. Now I'm going to initialize this as a repo. cd init. Git init. It says initialized empty Git repository in projects. To check this, I use the command which shows .git. So Git is initialized. Here I create file called index.html. Now I add this file. Let me show my Git status. It says untracked file index.html. So to add this file to the staging area, I use the command git add index.html. Now let's check the status. It says on branch master changes yet to be committed. So new file index.html is in the staging area. The next criteria is committing with a good message. I'm going to commit this index.html file using git commit. This -m takes the message, add index file message. When I press enter, it says one file changed and the commit is done. Now cloning from a remote. To clone let me open my Git. This is my Git page and these are my projects. So here if I select this repo, I can clone this using let me see. Okay, got it. I copied this code here, copy it and then going to terminal. Here I use git clone and paste the link I just copied. Let me go back in the directory. Let me come out of the projects folder. I'll go to the root directory, and now I'll go to codex practice. Here I use the I clone Google homepage from GitHub, so I use git clone the link I copied. So when I press enter, it asks for password. After I enter my password, it says it's done. So if I do ls, it shows Google homepage here. Let me change to Google homepage and ls. There's a readme file, and ls -al shows me .git file here. So I successfully cloned from the remote. Now pushing to the remote. Let me go back to projects folder, and then let me create index file here. Tush index.html ls, it shows index.html. When I do git status, it says untracked file, so I have to put it in the staging area. To do that, I use git add index.html. Now if I check git status, it says changes to be committed. So now I commit my index file using a message. For that I use flag -m and give a message add index file. Press enter, and then the commit is done. If I check my status, it says nothing to commit, working tree is clean. So now I got to push all my changes to the remote. To push it, I use git push origin, master branch, enter. Your branch is ahead of origin main by 1 commit. Let's check. So I give so the main problem is I am on branch main. So to do this, I use git push origin main. Now it asks for a password. So after doing this, it is successfully pushed into the remote repo. To if somebody else work on somebody else push something different onto my into the remote repo, we have to pull the changes. To pull the changes, the command we use is git pull origin already up to date. That is those are the criteria, and think I have met all the criteria. Thank you.